Some say this may be its end.
Others say we are at the beginning of a new kind.
Either way, what will be its effects on the American people?
And ultimately, the world. World aligned.
Continued crises as we move forward, particularly with respect to shopping centers and with respect to office buildings.
This society is one which values independence, which values making it of your own. But unless there are jobs to do that, there ain't a chance.
Attraction of locations is diminished because there are no anchor tenants short of Publix or Walmart to go into these areas.
As a country have found ourselves with massive institutions that at one point in time created tremendous value, Joe, Mika, Ariana, that now have the wealth to control the government but no longer have the ability to adapt to serve their customers. Are truly a capitalist nation, your government strictly enforces a set of rules that forces people who want to make money to create value for other people. If you cannot create value for another person with your business enterprise by cutting their hair or inventing software or making sandwiches or building rocket ships, then you are not a capitalist, you are a thief, you are a vampire. Then you are not a capitalist, you are a thief, you are a vampire. Then you are not a capitalist, you are a thief, you are a vampire. Then you are not a capitalist, you are a thief, you are a vampire.
My father is a barber, but with business it hasn't been really that well. And my mom works in a factory. It doesn't matter how long they've been working at the places that they work in. That has not benefited them in any way.
Yeah, I'm homeless. Yeah, I'm not ashamed, but I'm homeless and I have a disability check, but that check is not keeping me from being homeless because it's not enough. And the cost of living so high, the rent just about everywhere. You live in a place decent. Can't afford nothing decent. Yeah. So you really got to have a good income to keep yourself going.
I mean, I just lost my job. I've just been having to cut back on food and, just doing stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a boring life,
Yeah.
Just bills, and that's about it.
Business has definitely suffered a lot because of the economy. In my own personal home, we've cut back on a lot of different things. We've taken out the lawn services, we've cut back on watering the lawn, we've cut back on personal TV and time, electricity, pretty much everything.
Too much competition right now. Wow. So right now, I'm currently waiting for unemployment. I have a perfect record, but because of the way the economy is going, they didn't hesitate here. The biggest problems we have right now is if you're homeless, one of your major sources of income will be the day labor places.
Yeah.
And because the economy is so bad, it has certain one of them, I'm not sure exactly how many, shut down.
Wow.
So in this area alone, you had 3 major places you could go. One shuts
Day
down.
labor places.
Right, day labor. So the people that normally go to that one had to split off into the other 2. Well, that's just too much competition. $14, $15 is what you really need to make to do it, because it's not just a matter of living paycheck to paycheck. If you've got children, you want to put a little bit aside for their futures, your future.
Yeah.
Because in life, everything goes wrong.
Yeah.
Your car can break down, you get sick. president, and I'm sure he can do something. I'm sure he can do something for it. You know?
Well, as far as Obama is concerned, I have a lot of faith in what he wants to accomplish.
Yeah.
I think he has the ability to do something, but any president who's elected, the first thing they have to deal with is the old establishment. And it's not just a matter of Republican, Democrat. We're talking about all the lobbyists and it's the whole system. And then first, any president has to fight them first. And like I said, at least he's lucky right now. You know, the Democrats are at least in control, so maybe that'll make things smoother. But yeah, if they allow him to do what he needs to do and get together, I think he'll turn it around. Now, because the way he stepped into a very bad situation, you can't criticize what the man's done right now. You can't really critique what he's done.
Yeah.
He hasn't had an opportunity to do anything.
Too early in the game.
Exactly. He really hasn't had the backing. And like I said, because you can't just accomplish something having the backing of your own party. You need help from both sides. You know, that's the way I look at it.
Our politicians lie to us, or the media lies. I mean, I think we just need to change, like a real change. You know, I think we look to our leaders too much, like what are the leaders going to do for us, but it should be the other way around.
This was the first time I voted, and I voted for Obama, so I'm hoping, I have a lot of trust in him. I hope my trust won't go in vain. Yeah, change takes some time to go through everything. People were thinking it's going to be a rapid change. It's obviously not going to be like that.
Do you have any confidence in the current administration's ability to see us as the American people through this?
I have hope.
My name is Barry London. I've been in commercial real estate for 35 years or so in Central Florida for the most part. While the subprime crisis began to hit us in September of last year, August, September of last year, with the collapse of Lehman, we're beginning to see continued crises as we move forward, particularly with respect to shopping centers and with respect to office buildings. As the job losses continue, these buildings their occupancies are declining, therefore their income is declining. And most of these properties are funded commercially under bullet loans, and those bullet loans were developed over 3, 5, 7, or 10 years. So as they begun to come due, in the ordinary course of things, developers would come back and they would refinance. Now they're not in a position to refinance. They're coming, the lenders are looking at these loans coming due in 2009, 2010, 2011, and the property's no longer throwing off the income. And so they're asking the owner, you need to put more money in this investment. And the owner's saying, I don't have more money. My income's down because all of my properties have declined in vacancy due to vacancies. And the lender does not want to foreclose on this person because now they have to write down the value of the bank. And they have to put more money in the bank to ensure that the bank's loan loss reserves are equal to what the FDIC or other institutions governing want in place. If that's not so it's a catch-22. Many of the lenders today are playing the game called extend and pretend. I'm going to extend his loan for a year, and I'm going to pretend that next year is going to be better, even though I have no reason to think that it will. But at least I won't have to think about it today. I don't have to write the loan down, and we're just going to pretend.
So the bank looks good.
And the government is complicit in this because the government's winking. It's okay if you do that.